الله أكبر الله أكبر.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد، أيها الإخوة المؤمنون، يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this ayah من سورة الإسراء يقول, after worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and having the tawheed and the iman that make the Jannah wajib and na'im for the mu'mineen, after that we should focus on birrul walidain wa bil walidain ihsana. And this is why if somebody عاقل لوالديه لا يدخل الجنة, if somebody bad to his parents, he will not enter the Jannah. لا يدخل الجنة عاق. The عاق is the one who disobey his parents, the one that who upset his parents, make them unhappy, heartbroken. He will not enter the Jannah, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not pleased with him for this major kabira, major sin that he committed. However, we know this, but how we can implement this into our life, family life practically, this is the point. How the father will respect his wife in the front of his children, so he can set the first example for his kids to respect their mother. Because if the husband shouting to his mother, to his wife, and abusing his wife mentally, psychologically, physically, whatever it is, all these muharramat, these bad sins, and he is putting himself and his authority and misuse this authority and abusing his wife in the front of his children, this person should not expect his children to respect their mother, because the mother is subject for abuse. This is how they saw their mother. They saw their mother is the person that the father swear at and shout at and just throw decisions after decisions, and she is kind of a slave. She has to obey. She cannot say no. She cannot say even why. She cannot discuss why this decision made, whether it is halal or not, whether it is beneficial or not, whether it is the best or not. When the children they see this example in their life, they will stand also in the absence of the father and they will shout at their mother, because they saw it in the front of them. The other way around, brothers in Islam, don't get me wrong. If the mother shouted at the father, If the mother abusing the father, if the mother disrespect the father, then what will happen? The kids that she love them to respect their father, they will shout at their father. They will say the first word to their father, "Go lost. Mind your business. Give me a break. Let me breathe." This is what's happening nowadays, brothers in Islam. And the Quran said, do not say off. Do not even show them that you are not happy from what they say or what they do. And that is the level of obedience in Islam. Brothers in Islam, as parents, we should set good example of respecting each other, loving each other, being kind and gentle with each other in the front of our kids. And if we have dispute or disagreement, or if we want to discuss certain matter, or there is certain serious problem, we should do that separately, away from our children. And we should not make them present when such conflict or argument taking place. And this is the tarbiyah in Islam. Because this will affect our children, one, to be bad examples, disobey their parents. Two, they also will be affected psychologically and mentally. Brothers in Islam, in our deen, we have a principle. لا طاعة لمخلوق في معصية الخالق. لا طاعة لمخلوق في معصية الخالق. There is no obedience of the creation in the disobedience of the Creator. Meaning that we should obey our parents, but to which extent? To the extent as long as they are asking us for something halal, for something Islamic. It doesn't matter, sometimes we like it, sometimes we don't. But if they ask us for something haram, we should not obey them. And this is the limit in Islam, very clear. But if you look at the Quran carefully, you will see the ayah that told us, فَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا, talking about الشرك. وَإِنْ جَاهَدَاكَ عَلَىٰ أَن تُشْرِكَ بِي مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ فَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا. Not about the minor issues. Not about the issues that are flexible in Islam. Not the things that permissible. Not the things that are preferable. Not the sunan. Not the optional extra deed. But it is the fara'id. Our parents, they cannot stop our prayers. In another word. Brothers in Islam, however, as we talk about the tarbiyah Islamiyya and how we can look after our children according to Islam, we should not use this principle and this Sharia law, let's call it Sharia family law, that we must obey our parents as long as our parents asking us for something Islamic or something halal. That means we cannot disobey our parents if they ask us to do something or not to do something, as long as it is halal. All the halal requests and orders and commands from our parents' obligation, according to these ayat. Brothers in Islam, if we tell our parents, no, I'm not going to go at this time, or come at that time, or do so and so at this time or that time, then it's a big problem. Some parents, they misuse this kind of authority that's given to them. And they interfere into their children's life to the extent that they demolish their children's character and personality. And they make their children, they have no freedom of choice. To the extent that their children cannot even choose their own food. Their children cannot say, I don't like this food. You must eat it now. Baba, I can't eat it. I don't like it. You must eat it now. Their parents, they choose the subjects that they have to study. Even though they don't like it, they will not be succeed in it. They will study and fail because of that. Mom, I cannot do it. It's too much for me. I can't understand maths. Have mercy on me. No, you have to do it. You have to be engineer. Or sit in the house, slave. You can't be else, something else. I can't, Baba. I can't do physics. I cannot do biology. I tried. Private tutors, they tried with me for years. I cannot be a doctor. You must be a doctor. Your father doctor, your mother doctor, you have to be doctor. Or shame will come to our family. They interfere with things. They are misusing their authority, the respect and honor that Islam gave them and the Sharia gave them. And they are torturing their children to that level. They are choosing for their children everything. They go to buy clothes, and there are 3-4 options, and they are all halal. The child likes one option, but they say, no, you have to choose this. What's the difference? Nothing, no difference. They are all halal. They have the Islamic criteria. Maybe his daughter likes this color, this design. As long as it is halal and has all the Islamic criteria. So why we don't give our children their own freedom within the Islam, within the Islamic values and rules and ethics? Brothers in Islam, this is something as parents we need to understand. There are 3 different examples or scenarios in our life we see. The first scenario, parents who are dictators. Their children, they cannot even think to choose. They cannot think to talk. They are always silent. And they just obey. And this example is not Islamic example. Because this child, with all this pressure for many, many years, will explode in one day. And then will have the opposite. Full freedom. Then the child will start to think, and this is psychology, this is science. The child will start to try every single thing in the world. Right or wrong, it doesn't matter. Because the child in the unconscious is oppressed and has psychological pressure all these years. The moment that the child has his own freedom, he can separate from his family, he can do whatever. Then we lead the children to the extreme haram and kabair. Brothers in Islam, this shakhsiyya mutasallata, this the character of authority and dictatorship is not the practice of Islam, the practice of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the practice of the Sahaba radiallahu anhum. Because this will demolish the personality of the child, his confidence will go, the child will come hesitated, the child will come cannot make any decision in his life because he never made it. He never, or she never made a decision in all her life. So how they will make the right decision in the future? Of course they will make wrong decisions after wrong decisions. Weak characters is not good for our Islamic future. It's not good for our children. The second scenario, brothers in Islam, those parents who are trying to be kind but they are too kind. So they give full freedom for their children. Do whatever you want. Say whatever you want. Even you can swear at your parents. Some parents, when their children swear at them, they laugh. Even some children, they slap their parents and they laugh. Oh, our children, they grow up to that extent. And this scenario is also very dangerous, giving them full freedom. Eat whatever. And then you find a child, very, very little child, is like a container walking. Because they ate too much. Don't say no, don't stop them, just let them eat whatever. 10 times a day, no problem. This is an example. They go to these computer games all day. They damage their brain. They cannot do anything else. If their iPad or iPhone or laptop is not working, then they will keep shouting and swearing at their parents until the game comes. Brothers in Islam, this is reality. We have to admit that this exists among us. And those parents, they do not follow up, do not monitor, they do not guide, they do not give advice, nothing. Full freedom, do whatever. They spoil their children. شخصية مدلعة. They produce that boy who act like girl, and girl who act like nothing. And those characters, you will see them, they are not even proper human being, not even Muslims. And these are dangerous for our Islamic future. And those are the generation they will lead our countries, by the way. And they will not be serious in their life. And they do wrong decisions. And they will run behind anything that they can see and they feel it's interesting. They will just try everything. They live without purpose. This is what exactly happens. Brothers in Islam, then we suffer from major problems and great mistakes in their life when they grow up. And it's difficult to repair. The last scenario, which is the Islamic scenario, is to make a friendship with the kids and to share with them your ideas and principles and concern and your way of life, even the way that you think. Why you said yes, why you said no, why you said to them do this, why you said to them don't do that, and explain to them the wisdoms behind it. They become your close friend, they feel what you feel. Even if you are not happy from something, share with them your bad feeling, that you are not happy, you are really upset, or you are sad about something, because you don't want your children to go to that route. Also, if you are so happy and excited for their success, you show them this happiness. Share with them your feeling, your thinking, your decisions, everything. But most important, make them part of the decision by presenting everything to them and tell them, you choose, what do you think? And make them make the decision. And practice making the right decision. And making the decision process as part of their life. Then you build their confidence and their Islamic character and Islamic vision. They will have purpose of life and they will know what to do. Brothers in Islam, and we have to consider their age, their circle, psychological circle, psychological age and abilities, their understanding, their social circle, their friends, where they are in the school, their understanding, the level of knowledge that they have, the level of education that they have, all this kind of, their gender, if they are boy or girl, we have to deal with them based on their needs and their abilities. Brothers in Islam, we should give them a freedom, yes, within the Islamic borders. We should give them a freedom to choose their food, to choose their friends, to choose their study, to choose their wife or husband. All these kind of things, this is the freedom that Allah gave them. We should not take it away from them. But when they are across the border or near that, we warn them, we guide them, we stop them when it is necessary in doing haram or wrong. When this has any kind of risk or danger against their health or well-being or their deen and iman, which is more important. Brothers in Islam, after giving them the freedom and confidence, then we monitor them, we guide them generally, and we look and we observe and we interfere when it is necessary. So they become independent, confident, strong characters, they can lead the future, at least their own future. They will not be led or actually misled or misguided by others. And this is actually the Islamic way and the manhaj. In their food, in their clothes, in choosing their friends, in choosing their study, getting married, all these kind of things. Brothers in Islam, let's ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those one who have the fikr mustanir and understanding of how to look after our children in Islam. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا فوز المستغفرين. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وبعد. Brothers in Islam, let's pray for all the mustad'afin Muslimin all over the world and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to unite all the Muslim ummah and to bring all the mahabba, the love and mercy among the Muslims and unity among the Muslims and the full understanding of Islam among Muslims. And inshallah we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give the honor and izzah for Islam and Muslims, to give the victory for Islam and Muslims, and to give the honor for Islam and Muslims, the leadership for Islam and Muslims, the ummah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those ones who make amr bil ma'roof wa nahi an al munkar, and those ones who contribute to make the Muslim ummah situation better, not the one who are lazy and careless or selfish. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us آمين يا رب العالمين هداة مهديين لا ضالين ولا مضلين، وأن يهدنا ويهدي بنا ويجعلنا سببا لمن اهتدى يا رب العالمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم أعنا على أنفسنا بفعل الطاعات وترك المنكرات. اللهم أحينا مسلمين وتوفنا مسلمين وألحقنا بالصالحين غير خزايا ولا مفتونين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد والحمد لله رب العالمين.